I am Shukanto Sarkar, Assistant Professor of Political Science, Madhakumar College. Today, I am going to introduce topic 4 of my course, the right to constitutional remedies, or Article 32. The Article 32 of the Indian Constitution confers the right to remedies for the enforcement of the fundamental rights of an aggrieved person. This right is in itself a fundamental right. This right makes other fundamental rights real. Without this right, the enjoyment of other fundamental rights are not possible. Other fundamental rights become meaningless. Therefore, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar called Article 32 as the most important article of the Constitution. An article without which the Constitution would be a nullity. It is the very soul of the Constitution and the very heart of it. The Supreme Court said that Article 32 is a basic structure of the Constitution so that it cannot be taken away even by an amendment. Four provisions of right to constitutional remedies. In order to protect fundamental rights, the Article 32 contains the four following provisions. A person can approach to the Supreme Court for the protection of his fundamental rights if his right is violated, and the Supreme Court can issue directions, orders, writs, including in the nature of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari, quo warranto for the enforcement of fundamental rights. We will discuss about these writs about later. Without adversely affecting the power of the Supreme Court, in this respect the Parliament can empower any other court to exercise all or some of these powers within the local limits, and the right cannot be suspended except as otherwise provided for by the Constitution. The first writ, that is habeas corpus, means to have a body. It is an order issued by the court to a person who has detained another person to produce the body of that person before the court. The court examines the legality of his detention, and if the court finds his detention is illegal, then it set the detained person free. It is the prerogative of individual liberty. This right can be issued against both public authorities and individuals. Mandamus, it means we command. It is a command issued by the court to a public official asking him to perform his official duties that he failed or refused to perform. It can also be issued against any public body, a corporation, an inferior court, a tribunal or government for the same purpose. This writ cannot be issued in the following cases. Prohibition literally means to forbid. It is issued by a higher court to a lower court or tribunal to prevent the latter from exceeding its jurisdiction. This writ can be issued only against judicial and quasi-judicial authorities. Certiorari means to be certified or to be informed. It is issued by a higher court to a lower court or tribunal if there is grounds of excess of jurisdiction by the lower court. This writ could be issued against only judicial and quasi-judicial authorities. Quo warranto means by what authority or warrant. It is issued by the court to inquire into the legality of a claim to a person to a public office. Hence, it prevents illegal usurpation of public office by a person. This writ can be issued in case of substantive public office of a permanent character. During emergency, besides the Supreme Court, the High Court also has the power to issue various writs according to Article 226. It is for the concerned person to decide whether to approach the High Court or the Supreme Court. The right to approach the Supreme Court or High Court for the Enforcement of fundamental rights, however, can be suspended during emergency. This is all about right to constitutional remedies. Thank you.